Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you are doing well. Sorry for uploading the videos little late because I am busy as exam is going on. In my last video lecture, we have seen the graphs for distance time graphs and also we have discussed velocity or speed time graph for constant speed. So today we are moving further from that. That means we are same discussing the VT graph, velocity time graph, but in first we'll check when speed or velocity changes uniformly. Changes uniformly. Okay children? What will happen? How the graph will be? Let us, I think you can get it. Since you have already seen in the case of distance time, so it is almost similar. So what does it mean? Here we'll take the graph like this. Time axis will be x-axis. Already I have explained why I am taking time in x-axis. And the velocity or speed will be on y-axis. Okay children? We'll start from rest. That means 0. Okay? In first 10 seconds, suppose in first 10 seconds, 10, 20, 30 like this. Here in velocity graph, we can write 20, 40, 60. This is your velocity. Okay children? In first 10 seconds, suppose your object is traveling with velocity 20 meter per second. Like this. Okay? And in next 10 seconds, that means here the velocity is 40. And here the velocity is 60. Okay children? I think you got it. So here what is happening? Your velocity is changing but uniformly. Every 10 seconds there is 20 meter per second rise of speed. Okay. Now I want to find the slope. Now just tell me what is the slope of the distance time curve. What we are getting from distance time curve. Which information we'll get from the slope. We have seen the slope of distance time graph gives you the speed. Now let us see what is the slope of velocity time curve. Slope means this divided by this. Already I have told y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That means, how will write? Suppose this is your A, this is your B, this is your C. So between these 2 points, I want to find out the slope. That means change in speed. Corresponding to this BC point, what is the change in speed? Change in speed is how much? 60 minus 40. Okay, change in speed 60 minus 40, or you can change in velocity. And what is the change in time? 30 and 20. So how much it is? How much it is? It is 20 by 10. That means 2 meter per second square children. What is this meter per second square? It is acceleration only. This is meter per second velocity divided by second time. That means the slope of VT graphs gives you the acceleration children. So it proves that speed changes uniformly. We are getting accelerated but uniform acceleration only. See, it is uniform acceleration. Hope I am clear with this. Uniform acceleration. So this is the VT graph, or otherwise you can do like this also. Suppose, I think it is, I can erase it. Okay. Suppose this is a straight line graph from center, since we have started from 0. Okay. At this point, this is your velocity and this is your time children. At this point, I want to find the acceleration. Acceleration corresponding to this point, suppose P. Okay. Then what you will do? drop the perpendicular like this and drop the perpendicular like this. So this is the change, this is 0, 0 point, children. So this is the change in velocity for this point. From this to this is the change in velocity, and from this to this is change in time. That means your slope, or you can say acceleration, or you can say slope, is change in speed divided by change in time. So that means I can write it like it. Suppose this is your R point and this is your Q. So, and suppose this is your O. The starting coordinate is O, suppose. Okay. So what is your acceleration now? Tell me. PQ. Okay. Is PQ divided by OQ. Is it clear? What is PQ? This is simply OR. This is parallel. You are dropping perpendicular only. Okay. So easily you can calculate your acceleration. You can write OR divided by OQ. Clear? Okay. Another important thing, other information. That means you can calculate the distance traveled by the body, or you can say moving body, in a given interval of time. In a given time, what is the distance covered by the body, you can calculate from this velocity time graph. Already this thing also I have discussed in my last video lecture. Okay. Tell me, that is, what is that? Distance means area covered or enclosed under the curve. So for this point, what is the area covered? So this is the area covered, and this area only gives you the distance or displacement covered by the moving body in a given time. Is it clear? Then this is your rectangle only, and it is a RHS, right hand triangle. Clear? So what is the area covered by this, or what is the distance? Distance will be how much? Half base into height. So what is your base and what is your height? Base is OQ and height is OR. So area of the curve, the area enclosed by the curve or the graph, gives you the distance traveled by your body. So this is the area of the triangle. So distance traveled is equal to area of the triangle OPQ. Hope I am clear with this. Okay. So this is the graph for acceleration, uniform acceleration. This is a VT graph in the case of uniform acceleration. We are getting acceleration from this VT curve. That means your velocity is uniformly increasing. But when velocity or speed uniformly decreases, then what will happen? Then what is the VT graph? Just tell me. Uniformly decreasing. That means we are talking about retardation, children, nothing great. So don't get scared with these terms. Okay. So uniformly acceleration means you are getting graph like this. Uniformly decreasing, that means at starting point there is some velocity. Okay. Suppose 60 meter per second. Next 10 second. Okay. Suppose at 0 it is 60 meter per second. Okay. And at 10 second what will happen? Suppose it becomes 40. So at 10 second it will be 40. At 20 it will be 20. Like this. Okay. That means you are getting at 10 it will be 40. This point corresponding. So at this is 0. At starting the velocity is 60 meter per second. Slowly the velocity is decreasing as time is increasing. That means we are talking about retardation, children. So your graph will be like this, children. This is for 20. Okay. 60, 40, 20, okay, 30, it becomes 0. Now see this is the case for retardation. Everything remains same. Graph will be sloping downwards. In case of uniform acceleration, when velocity is increasing, uniformly increasing, then it is sloping upwards. Hope I am clear. So this is also a straight line graph but sloping downwards. Clear? So here what we have discussed till now, when the case of acceleration and the retardation, that means when speed is increasing uniformly or speed is decreasing also uniformly. Now let us see same VT graph, but there has to be some initial speed. In first case we have seen it starting from rest, that means speed is 0, initial speed. Here it has got some initial speed, okay, and it is uniformly increasing. Then what is the VT graph? Tell me, what will be the VT graph, children? It has starting point 0 time, so there is some velocity and uniformly accelerated. Speed is increasing uniformly. That means you will get a sloping upward graph like this. Is it clear, children? So this is your VT graph when there is some initial speed. 20 meter per second, 30 meter per second, some value is there. Okay, so this is your graph. Now, how to calculate the distance? Tell me, how to calculate the distance covered by your object in given amount of time? Then what you will do? Nothing. Suppose I want to find out over here, point C suppose. Okay, we will take it as B. Clear? Then what I will do? I will drop a perpendicular over here. Drop a perpendicular. Let it be A. Now distance covered will be this much of area, children. Can you calculate the area? Is it easy to calculate this area? Tell me. This is what? These are parallel. Okay. These are non-parallel sides. 90. So this is a trapezium. This is a trapezium only, na? Mathematics, children, try to recall. Is it a trapezium? Okay. So what is the formula for area of trapezium? You can do it in this way also. You can just divide it like this. You can do it like this. Make it a triangle, then rectangle, then you can add it. Okay. You know all these values. But why to go like this? Easy. You know the area of trapezium formula. Tell me what is the area of trapezium formula. Area of trapezium is nothing but I am calculating the distance covered by this curve, by the moving body. That means the area under this graph. So area of trapezium will be sum of two parallel sides. Sum of two parallel sides, that means OB plus AC. This is A. Sum of two parallel sides into the height. What is the height? Height will be this. These are parallel side and OA is your height. Okay. So into OA divided by 2. This is the area of the trapezium. That means this is the distance travelled by the moving body. Is it clear, children? How to calculate the distance covered by a moving body when there is some initial speed and the body is moving with uniform, increasing uniform speed. That means with accelerated motion. Clear? And slope, any point, you just can calculate the slope. Or you can take like this also. Clear? How to calculate the distance travelled in this case? Okay. So here the speed time graph. Here it is the velocity time graph. Which changes at uniform rate. Okay. Okay. Now last VT graph, when it is not changing uniformly, speed is not changing uniformly, that means non-uniform rate, or you can say BT graph for non-uniform acceleration. Then how is the nature of the curve? Tell me. Easy. Already also we have discussed in the case of distance and time. So we are going to get the curve, non-linear curve, not the linear curve. Okay. So this is a curved line. So in the case of this BT graph, non-uniform acceleration, this is a curved line. So this is the BT graph for non-uniform motion. That means the speed changes at a non-uniform rate. Clear, children? So you are going to get a curved line, or you can say it is a parabola, children. This is called parabola. Clear? Here also you can get your distance. You can calculate the distance traveled. Okay. So area under the curve with the time axis. Okay. Suppose at this point you want to calculate, then drop this. So this area is going to give you, or you can say for this point, this area is going to give you the distance traveled by the body. Okay, children? So graph is over. BT, distance time graph, and velocity time graph is over. So in my next video lecture, we are going to discuss the again equation of motion, but by graphical method. Hope you have understood. This is the easy one, but the questions are going to be tricky based on the graph. So you have to be fundamentally clear on this, why the graph is like this, or how to draw the graph. Okay, children? Okay. If any doubt, please leave a comment in a comment section box so that I can address it. Thank you for watching. Take care, children. Thank you.